Hello everybody, Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Tobot V. I picked this set up over at eBay.com. Now this set is a combination of the three main Tobot figures. We have Rocket, Monster, and Speed. Coloring is a little bit different, but if you've watched the show, or if you, like me, just watched it on YouTube, when they go into this combined mode, they all change colors for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway, let's take a look at the figures. First up is Speed, and Speed is modeled in all red. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I reviewed the full-sized figure of this. Unfortunately, both Monster and Speed, the figures that I reviewed, are currently in storage. I just don't have the room anymore for figures of this size. Anywho, it's a okay little figure. It's actually not that big because all of these guys merge into a large robot. So here is Siege Prime, Voyager Prime, and here is Speed standing up. As you can see, they're roughly the same size. I think the red works for Speed. It's not bad at all, but I do prefer the blue for the character. Next up is Monster, and Monster is modeled in all blue. If you've, again, seen my video review, he is modeled in orange for the toy. Again, this figure is roughly the size of a Voyager class Prime in height and width. Even in blue, Monster looks okay. It kind of makes me think of an evil version of Monster, though. I would much rather him be in his orange, because I think that just works better for what the character is. Yeah, I like the orange better. And finally, we have Rocket, which is the most dynamic, I think, of all the three. He's also one of the three that I haven't picked up yet, and I haven't been able to find him for a decent price. Being that he is from the first three figures, oddly enough, the cost for him is skyrocketed. A pun was not intended there. Rocket works fine. He's just kind of off-white red and orange with some blue and other darker colors thrown in here and there. It's not that much of a difference in color, just a little bit darker, but the effect when they're all combined work very well. The oranges, the reds are all universal across all three figures, which we'll see here in a second. And again, for comparison, here is Rocket and Siege Prime. Lastly, the set comes with this little combined key. We have Monster, Rocket, and Speed. In the show, the keys fly around the planet and all combine together to form this one giant key that just suctions onto the giant robot's chest. Unfortunately, this thing can't be stored anywhere in vehicle modes for any of these guys, which continues my biggest complaint about this entire line. The fact that you can't store the keys anywhere in vehicle mode on any of these figures sucks. Plain and simply sucks. Now the combination for all three of these guys is really simple, but incredibly satisfying. And you're going to hear, as I merge them together, the clicking and cracking of the joints and everything. It's very satisfying. And if you hear some bloops and bleeps, my wife is currently texting me. I should probably get that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with Monster. And Monster transforms by literally starting off the same way you do with the regular figure, taking the canopy of the front of the vehicle mode and folding it down to form some toes. Then you reach underneath and flip out the legs, which pushes up the bumper. Stand the figure up, split the legs apart, and then fold the wheels behind the legs. And these back wheels folding up will form heels. Then come up to the hips and fold down the side skirts. And that's it for Monster. Next, we're going to go with Rocket. Come under the front of the vehicle mode and fold up the landing gear. Then come to the back of the vehicle mode where the tail fin is and flip that open, and that will partially flip up the head. And then you can grab the entire front of the vehicle mode and fold it down. Grab the front, very, very front of the cockpit and split that open to start to fold it up, but then push the wings up to form shoulders. Because if you don't form the shoulders first, then you're not going to be able to flip these sections up to form the rest of the chest. Lock everything into place, fold the tail wing back down behind the robot head, and then grab the key and plug the key or set of keys right into the chest like so. And then just drop Rocket into place, like that. Finally, we're going to come to Speed and literally grab Speed and split them apart. Then reach inside and fold out the arms. Oh, forgot to fold up the front spoiler. and then open up the forearms and flip out the hands. And then these will connect to the side of the giant robot. One giant robot arm like that, and one giant robot arm like that. And then just make sure that the shoulders are pushed up all the way. I really wish my turntable had a secondary fast speed so I could spin this a little faster, but oh well. It looks incredibly good. All of the colors work very well together, and the overall aesthetic of the giant robot, it's good. It's really nice. I really like it. It's clean, it's concise, it all works together very well, and it's incredibly well detailed. It's a solid darn figure. Well, solid-ish. Even though Master V is an incredibly good-looking figure and has decent posability, it does suffer in a couple of places. Specifically the legs, they're a little bit too floppy for my taste, but that's kind of the way the whole line is. The ratchets aren't very, very tight, but they're good enough for a kid's toy. The arms do move on really nice loud ratchets, and the elbows move on very tight ratchets. The fists unfortunately do not rotate, but the hands open and close, which I appreciate. Legs can kick only forward a little bit and kick back a little bit, can barely do a little bit of a split, but there is a good, well-ish knee, but you have to move the one wheel out of the way like that in order for you to get a full knee bend. So posability is limited, and it is incredibly top-heavy, not to mention really loud. Height-wise, Master V towers over Optimus Prime, but does not tower over other figures in the same toy line, oddly enough. But that actually makes a bit of sense, considering, well, the Tobot figures are just so much bigger than Transformers. A better comparison between these two are the other combiners that I've already reviewed earlier this year, specifically Bull and Troll. Their combined mode is roughly the same size, though as you can see the pylons on the shoulders are way bigger, though I'm not entirely sure I have them merged correctly. Now, the one thing that I do need to definitely compare them to is Predaking, which... okay, yeah, Predaking is just way, way bigger than both of them. I mean, good grief, look at that. I really like Master V. I think it is a good idea. I think it's a fun figure. It's just neat. And it really reminds me of a Tobot figure set that I reviewed, God, 3 years ago at this point? 3 years ago? That was the 3 cars that merged into Tobot 3, I want to say that was the name. Anywho, so when I went ahead and purchased Tobot V, I went ahead and got another component called Hyperdrill. I think that's his name. Hyperdrill? Yeah. Yeah. This guy, a train and a plane all combine with Master V as well to give him new arms, new shoes, and a backpack. So the train just came out. I haven't gotten him yet, but I have ordered him. I have the drill, so let's take a look at the drill real quick. Our drill friend here is pretty neat looking, though I think it's probably not very practical in real life. Oh well, this is a kid's toy. It's a decent size. It's roughly a little bit bigger than Prime or Studio Series Rampage is in vehicle mode. And it's unique. The top drills do move, though one is much tighter than the other, though the bottom drills don't, which is a shame. They really should spin. Whatever. It's not exactly what... this alt mode is not what I would call practical. Heck, no drill tank is practical. The figure's transformation is very simple. Come up to the top, pull it up a little bit, and then split it open. Come down to the fists, or the front drills, fold them once, turn them 90 degrees, and then you can flip them on the outer forearms. Oops. Come on. And then come to the backpack, flip up the treads, fold down the legs 1 or 2 clicks, and then flip out some heels. And that's it. That's Hyperdrill's transformation. The overall look of the figure is pretty good. I actually like the orange, the charcoalish, brownish black, and the white. I think it works really well. And that head sculpt is really cool. He does kind of look like he's puckering his lips though, his robo-lips. It's a neat figure. And that's true, it is a neat figure. It is a little weird though. Posability is exceptionally limited. Head doesn't move at all. Shoulder, ratchet, hinge for in and out, elbow ratchet, and there is some fist articulation because of the transformation, but it's very hard to move. Legs, ratchet, Jobby patented beautiful spread is available in this figure. And it's got knees, so you can pull off some poses, but it just is so oddly proportioned and so super top heavy. It's just a very odd figure. I haven't been able to get it into any decent poses. It's just weird. Okay, now, how does it combine with Master V? Well, to start off with Master V, we're gonna just rip his arms off. And then fold or retransform his hands and arms back to the way they were, and leave Speed split in half. So just do that for both sides, and that's it. We can put Master V off to the side. Then for Tank Boy, kind of transform him back into his tank. And do that for both sides. Oops. Yep. And then grab the entire figure and split it in half. And then as you can see, we're going to fold the robot head in, flip the bottom treads up, take these top drill arms, turn them 180 degrees to point that way, and then just kind of put the fists up like that, and then flip these orange pieces out. So then on the other side, we'll do the same thing, flip it up, around 180, flip out these little pieces, and then flip up the tank tread, and there's the arm. And then this is the slot that will go on the shoulder. And then we just attach them like we would Speed on the sides. And then what do we do with these bits here? Well, that's where Speed plugs in. So we just get them lined up. Oop, I guess this guy goes on the other side. Ah, come on, get in there. That doesn't look right. I think I have these things upside down. Yep, I totally had them upside down. Whoops. Oh well. The addition of Hyperdrill does add some more girth to the figure, and it is exceptionally top heavy. I mean, really top heavy and really rather wiggly. It adds like a full ½ pound to the figure too, which really does worry me for its longevity. So as I said, I've got the train coming, and the plane, well, that'll be coming as soon as I can get it, or, you know, it's not released yet. So it's probably going to be maybe next month is when they're going to release it. I'm not entirely sure. I'm really interested in getting all of them, even though the pictures make the train just gives, I mean, the train just attaches to his feet and gives him shoes. So, yeah. Anyway, I like this set. It wasn't cheap. It was pretty expensive, especially with eBay pricing, and thankfully it came with free shipping, so that was nice, but I ended up paying like 10 bucks for shipping anyway to get it from, instead of a month later, I would get it 2 weeks after I ordered it. So what was another 10 bucks in that case? Anyway, I really like this set. I think it's cool. I think Tobot V continues to be cool. I like it a lot. I'm still looking for a decent priced Admiral to go with Tank Guy. So if you guys see a decent priced Admiral for like 30, 40 bucks, I'll go get that and review that and combine it with Tank Guy. In the meantime, this is going to be it for Tobot until the next Tobot sets come in. Thank you so much for watching today. Let me know what you folks think of this set down in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you loved the video and a thumbs down if you hated it. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and please be sure to hit that bell, because Lord knows YouTube has not been notifying people of reviews lately. As always, I am Baltmatrix, and I'll catch you next time.